So this is the latest update on my van build, and it includes the framing of the ceiling and the cabinetry update. So this is what the framing and the ceiling is. I've got these members in here that connect into the upper ribs, and I've got a brace at the back there, and I've framed it in around the max air fan. And I've used 1/2-inch furring strips from Baltic birch. So that's what it looks like. And I'm about to put some knotty pine shiplap to cover it. And so the other thing I thought I'd maybe mention is these blobs here. That you got to remove them by yanking on these. There's 2 pins in here, one here and one here. You got to yank on them with a really strong pair of pliers to pull them out, and then it just comes right off like this. And then you see the airbag behind here, and then you pop these things off, you drop this head molding down, and you put that again, you have to drop it quite a ways for me to put on these. I put the plus nuts in here all along the way, so that was a little bit finicky. Plus nuts, one in the middle, one on each side, just like I put plus nuts in the frame here. Okay, so you just put it in here and pop it in, pull the vise back, unscrew it, done. So here's the update on my half-completed ceiling here in the van, and this is what it looks like. I've got the knotty pine tongue and groove partially installed, and it has all its finicky little bits of trying to cut out flaws in the knotty pine, but I'm thinking it looks pretty good here. I've got my pocket lights installed here, and some of the loose wiring, so you can see the kind of connectors I'm using. I'm using these blue 3 clip-ons where you can just separate the wires and connect these in, so you can see what I've done here. So these ones are actually working. So you splice the connector from the pocket light directly into a loop that goes around to power them all. So they're all done in parallel. Here's my switch, that's the dimmer switch. So I have the pocket lights on the one, and then I'm going to have some reading lights on the other one. One of the other hard things was cutting around these blobs, these foam inserts for the airbag deployment. So this goes right in there, and I had to cut around that. And so it is removable even after putting in this piece here. And I've dropped the headliner down so I can secure the end of the knotty pine directly onto the frame here. So I now have my van build nearly finished, and so let me show you the latest update here. So I finished the ceiling, and I framed in the fan, and you can see all the pocket lights here. And I put a little cubby hole in that rear panel, and so I can access the backup camera, which I've already had to have it replaced here. So that's kind of a handy little feature. And you can see that I've built the wall inserts so I can make a full 6-foot long bed here. On each side there's a wall insert. It was a bit of a hassle to build, but it's about 2.5 inches on each side, so a full 6 feet length double-sized bed. And you can also see I built in the upper cabinets now with handy latches, keeps them locked in, and then the strut here to keep the door open in that configuration. So that's really handy. And you can see around here that I've installed these hooks along the cabinets and at the ends here to hang coats and string the laundry across from here, these 3 hooks, across to these 3 hooks here. So the laundry works in here quite well. On this side of the wall here, I've got the auxiliary jack here that I can plug in my cameras to get them recharged. I got a AC outlet here so I can run blenders and coffee makers and the like. I have my spice rack that's all in there. And I've got my Murphy stove there, so let me show you how that works. Just unlatch that, pop that down, open this up. Put the propane cylinder on the side and we're ready to go. It's also portable, so I can remove it and use to cook on a picnic table. So it's very handy that way. Put it away, reverse. Done. And so this fan is real handy. You just push the one button here and it opens up. It has like about 10 different speeds on the dial, and so it's a crucial thing when I'm cooking inside the van here to have all the exhaust fumes vented out the ceiling. So that works really well. A couple of pushes, one push to open, one push to close. And over here I put in a 12-volt DC socket so I can plug in a heating blanket. And I put a little bit of a dial on it so I can adjust the amount of heat on the blanket by rotating this little rotational dial. So that's pretty handy. And there's the switch for my under cabinet lights here that I'll show you. I had to build some little pockets for a pocket light on both sides. And so on this side I have the toiletry cabinet where I can put all my toiletries in there. And on this side of the wall panel, I have these lights are actually on a dial that I can increase or decrease how much light I have in here. So that's pretty handy. And same with the reading lights above the bed on that dial. I have an interior temperature gauge, and I have a carbon monoxide detector here. And so let me show you the battery door that folds down into a step like that. So there's the battery with the readout panel there, and the step where you can get right up into bed like that. So that works great. And here the window shades, cubby hole. So there's the 2 side windows, and there's the shade for the front window. So those shades work great. And so here's the view from the bed of the front cabin with the passenger seat swiveled rearward. Both seats swivel rearward. But here's a view of what it looks like. So I still have to do the wood trim, and there's always going to be some odd minor projects to upgrade this thing to increase the ergonomics and the flexibility of it. So, but we're pretty much good for the road. So thanks for watching, folks, and we'll see you next time.